Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. This is number 2. And what I want to talk about is, like I say, personal responsibility, morals. And, okay, now this is one of the things why police, I've got a mixed feeling on police. I do support police, I do. Now, I don't support the way they do things, and when I'm involved, it turns into a long, drawn-out thing, and I talk about getting supervisors and stuff like that, because I can see they're not doing the morally proper thing. They are doing their job. And their job is they got rules and they're doing their job by the rules, not what is morally proper. When and I understand, you're speeding, I understand, that kind of stuff. But, stuff like now, stuff that you can think of here fresh, people opening their business, and what does the city do? They send the police out to tell you to shut down your business. Wait a minute, I have a constitutional duty. So we have a constitution on this. And you've got personal responsibility, and you've got a moral duty to get your business going. You're losing money. Your employees, they don't have a job. So, there's a little more than that. And this is what happens when police just do their job instead of doing the morally proper thing. So, and I always get them on that too. And is it moral? What are you doing? Is it moral? But it's the law. Now you can ask me, and then maybe I can go along with it. But there's no law that says you can't open your business. There's no law that says you have to wear a mask. And there's let's see, what's the other one? There's staying at home. How the hell can you tell me to stay at home? Well, you don't have a permit to drive. Well, why do you need a permit? Is there a law on this stuff? No, it's not. The people are getting stupid, and they're acting immoral, not only unconstitutional. But there's a way to handle all this stuff. You just don't whine and bitch and complain like a protester. You don't do this stuff. Think it out. And that's what I'm saying. Remember, you have to stand behind your morals. And then when you make a moral judgment and you follow through with it, get ready. There's going to be some payback. And that's what the cities have been doing on this. They're just really lucky that they haven't messed with me, because I don't put up with that kind of stuff. Another thing that gets me is you see these football players taking a knee. Okay, now for one thing, I'm not talking about my own personal experience on that, because I don't watch that stuff. I don't watch the sports. I don't use my spare time for entertainment like that. I try to better myself. I try to do things with the time I have. But I do watch movies and stuff like that. So I do take some entertainment stuff. But they forgot they're entertainers. And the last thing I believe that we want is for them to protest. I don't want, they've got a problem. You want to protest for more wages, you want to protest for more women in the locker room. I don't know. But I don't want to see or hear your protesting. The part that really gets me is now the owners and coaches, they're going to join them. Normally, I don't wish bad things to people, especially in business. But this is one of these things I do. I kind of hope they lose business for this. Because like I say, where in any of this protesting that they're doing is morals. What is it that morally that they're doing? Okay, like I say, they're uh, I don't want to say they're disrespecting the flag or the national anthem. You know, whenever they do this stuff, they're making a point. Okay, remember they're making a point on a country that they can do that stuff in. They can't do that in other countries. You start acting silly like that, there's going to be some payback, and it's going to be under government control. And so that really shows me these people. I really can't say they're doing immoral acts. I really can't say that. That starts getting a little deep. But for sure, they're not taking personal responsibility. I'm sure in their contracts that they've agreed to that there's certain actions they can do and certain actions that they can't do. And I'm already amazed. A lot of these people that are on their knees have got felony offenses. I mean, these people do bad things off the field to other people. This is something that really I just can't understand. That falls into all these other protesters that are doing this stuff. I really don't understand. I understand the process of protesting, but when you start looting, they just better be happy there's not more people like me that take personal responsibility and have moral responsibilities and are willing to take the payback that comes with this stuff. And that's the thing that you need to be concerned about. See, you think they're going to get any payback on all of this stuff? No, they're not. They're just making a point. Why? It doesn't have anything to do with morals. Doesn't have anything to do with taking personal responsibility. They're just protesting. You know, I mean, they're just trying to make a statement. And they are put in a position where they think their protesting is means something when they protest. I don't think they quite understand. They're there because they're entertainers. They're good at that sport. That's why they're there. But maybe I'm wrong. You know, I don't know. Like I say, I'm not into this stuff. But like I say, it does concern me when I see people not taking, the personal responsibility for sure. That's a no-brainer there. But when they don't do the morally proper thing because they're scared. Well, if I do that, well, then this right here is going to happen to me. Well, you know, if it was really easy, then everybody would be moral and everybody would do moral acts. But it's not easy. That's why you hear a lot of people say they're moral, but then you watch them and see what they do, and you'll see they don't have strong morals. I have that. People, yeah, I'll back you up. Well, yeah, it's pretty easy, but you know, there's not that many that I would really believe that would back me up. So, in other words, do they commit to a moral standing with me or not? I don't even ask people to do it because I don't want to put them in a situation where their morals is going to let them down. They'll find out how weak their morals are. And you might say, well, boy, you're big talk. And I am. And that's because it's one of the reasons that makes me do moral things is I try to be moral things. I try to figure this stuff out. Now, there's been times I've done things not knowing if it was the morally right thing to do or not. But at the time, I didn't have a lot of time to think about it. But normally, I've done a lot of stuff by now that I can think of this stuff pretty quick. And this is why I can talk the way I talk. And like I say, and I can explain it all. People say, well, that means when the cop stops you, then you're bad-mouthing them. No, I'm polite. Golly, I'm even polite to people that are mugging me. I mean, I ask them, are you mugging me? He says, well, and I say, I'll ask them down Central America. I'll say, man, are you Catholic? And is this something that the Catholics say that you can do this kind of stuff? So, but like I say, I want to make sure they're getting ready to understand what's going to happen when they do an immoral act and somebody does a moral act on them. But like I say, everybody's got different morals, and their morals that they do have got different strengths. I don't know where yours is. And this is what gets me about the United States. I really believe the majority of the people are moral people. I've traveled a lot of countries. No country I've been to has as many moral people as what I see here in the United States. Now, being moral and acting moral, standing behind your morals, that's the thing that's been kind of disappointing to me. Like I say, look at the Congress. What kind of laws and rules do they make that is moral? No, they complicate their laws so much that they want to make sure they get something out of it. That's not moral. Like I say, there's a reason why nobody likes Congress. This is Mike, NoStressMike.com.